Now, Naren, the reason why most dentists don't know what they're writing off, they don't know it, is because there's two ways to enter your fees into your practice management software, and both of them are accepted accounting protocols. Either way is allowed. One way is to enter your UCR fees, your usual, customary, and reasonable fees, and you enter those in, and you populate your fee schedules with your UCR fees. And then when you get an EOB from the insurance company, you load that into your software, whether it be Dentrix, Eaglesoft, Open Dental, and then the computer does the heavy lifting of the math to figure out how much you write off. And if you do it that way, you could then run an insurance adjustment report and see what you are writing off by any time frame you want, daily, weekly, monthly, annually. You could see a report with hard numbers with what you write off. But here's the fact that many of our listeners don't know. Only 10% of the dentists in the United States enter their UCR fee schedule that way. The other 90%, a massively bigger group, do it the other way. The other way is to enter your contracted fees into each one of the fee schedules, your contracted fees. And all three major software programs, practice management software, Dentrix, Eaglesoft, Open Dental, encourages you to enter your contracted fee. And here's why. Because then the production and the collection should be close to one another. In other words, if you had contracted fees of production this month of $100,000, we should be looking to collect as close to $100,000 as possible. So it makes it much easier to track collections. You don't have that gap between your fees, your UCR fees, and your contracted fees. So that's why they encourage you to do that. But the downside to that is, Naren, they never know what they're writing off. So it's kind of like, they've got termites in the house, but they don't know they're there. And then, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with termites, Naren, but it's like having termites infecting your house, but you have no idea it's happening until one day things start to collapse. And that's what's happening in dentistry. Now, Naren, you and I did a little project where we created a custom Excel spreadsheet because we wanted doctors to at least get an idea of what they're writing off. And with three very simple pieces of information, you can enter that in to, we call it our insurance write-off calculator. And the Excel spreadsheet will do the heavy lifting, and it will be accurate to plus or minus 2%. Very accurate. Naren, let's put a link for that insurance write-off calculator in the show notes and invite our listeners to go click on that. It's all confidential. We simply share the information back with you. If you don't know exactly on those three pieces of data, take an educated guess. You can make an educated guess. We need to know what you collected last year, just a ballpark number, what your collection was. We need to know what percent of your practice are PPO patients. What percent is that? And then third, we need to know what your average discount is on your PPO plans. If you don't know what the average discount is, the difference between your usual fee and contracted fee, enter 45%. 45% is what we see most commonly today. But click that link, enter that information, the team will send it back to you. By the way, when you get the email back from us, before you open it, be sure you're sitting down because that number is likely to be staggering. And that's what you're writing off. And so let's bring it back full cycle to the title. Are you busy making money or are you busy losing money? And if you discover that you're busy losing money, then the best thing that you could do is start to make plans to successfully resign from those PPO plans, because that isn't going to change. They're lowering their fees. Don't count on the PPO plans to show you any empathy and raise your fees. They're not doing that. They're lowering.